Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the PM show with the one and only Robert Conrad.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let me show you something.
Show me something.
I don't know what you're doing. Let me see what you're doing with your head. Can you show me what are you?
I'm shaking my head to the music.
Are you a turkey or
I
something?
am feeling it.
No, you ain't feeling it like that, man.
I'm feeling it.
No, you feel it from your heart out, not your head. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, the co-host of the Larry Minetti Show, ladies and gentlemen, here he is.
Does Larry Minetti do a show here on CRN?
I don't know. You know more than I do.
Yes, he does on Tuesdays and on the weekends. It's true. Just like you do Thursdays and on the weekends.
Good.
However, you have 2 hours.
Oh,
and
thank you
Mr.
so
Minetti has
much.
just 1 hour of the show.
I know.
We can't get all your calls into your 2 hours.
Thank you. All right.
You actually need 3.
Let's talk to Sue in New Hampshire. Sue, are you there, baby?
I'm here. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, sweetheart. Now, what's on your mind?
I just wanted to know, you had mentioned that you had several projects on your desk. Some were financed and some weren't.
Yes, that's right.
I'm just wondering, you've been a director, and how do you get a project that isn't financed?
It's spec. What they do is they'll send you a property, and if you're enthusiastic about it, and if you have a successful reputation in film, they think that you can take it somewhere and get it financed, and the bottom line is you can. So if it's not financed, I don't mind receiving it. If it is financed, then I love it because then it's there, ready to go, waiting for you to say, I want to be a part of the cast. And now there are only 2 that are financed and 2 that aren't. One of them went away. I waited too long to respond, and it's not available anymore. But so that's how that works, Sue.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. That's a good question. Thank you.
That's very quick tonight.
Ooh,
very good, Sue.
Ooh, good shot.
That was a good shot in there, Sue. Thank you for being quick.
Okay, thank you.
All right, there goes the lovely Sue, and boy, she just got right through the. So what you're saying is on the projects that aren't financed, if you like the project, you can use yourself to go help get it financed if you're involved with it. Say, look, I want to get involved with this. So now it's even worth a good deal because you can bank on me as a star.
Yeah, and there's a lot of places that you can take a project if you really have a passion for it. As a matter of fact, I was talking to today to a very important, I didn't talk to her, but someone representing me was talking to her about a project that is financed and wanted to know the extent of my interest and the extent of my commitment to the radio show because they thought it was 5 days a week. They didn't know anything about the show. So I said, no, it's 2 hours. And anytime I did agree to do a show, a film, a TV thing or a movie, I would take this 2-hour period and set it aside and say, I'm not available from 2 o'clock till 6 because I'm doing something that is more important to me. For the time being.
That's great, and that's great to our listeners, too.
Yeah, well, they're more important to me than I am to myself, I would hope. So anyway, Becca, you're a piece of work. I love your correspondence. Thanks for seeing Palm Springs Weekend.
Oh, wow, that was on TV recently, wasn't it?
No, she went, I don't know about that. She got up Saturday morning, turned the TV, and there it was a very young man in Palm Springs Weekend. I had never seen it before, so I watched it. And it was unexpected to see you play a dashing bad guy. But hey, you know something? I'm glad you watched it. And it was a fun show for me to do. It was supposed to go to Eddie Burns, and he was kooky in 77 Sunset Strip. Very, very popular show. And he was extremely popular. He was #1 in fan mail at the studio. #2 was Connie Stevens. #3 was Troy Donahue. And #4 was Robert Conrad. And I was getting around 5,000 a week.
Wow.
Sometimes it'd drop under that, very rarely over, but about 5. And Eddie Burns was off the charts. And he didn't want to do a Palm Springs Weekend unless he got a significant pay increase. And the next thing I knew, I was in Mr. Warner's office. And the colonel said, so, it's a great role, but you play a bad guy. He said, what do you think about that? I said, well, according to you, Colonel Warner, I am a bad guy. He said, yeah, all right, you read it, you like it? I said, I've read it, I don't like it, I love it. And he said, okay, you've got it. And I was recommended for that by an actress.
Who recommended
When Eddie
you?
Burns fell out,
Right.
Connie Stevens
Well, that's great.
said, I got the guy to play the role. Now, I had been with her in Hawaiian Eye as her colleague. Now I have to try and attack her.
Whoa, boy.
There's another word, starts with an R, ends with an E, her. And someone asked me, they said, what was the toughest thing you've ever done on television? I said, that was me trying to pretend I was raping Connie Stevens.
Oh, there you go.
I love Connie, and she is a godmother to one of my children, and just a sweetheart. Just closed in Vegas, big hit. They're bringing her back. And the woman's got some age on her, and I called to congratulate her, apologize for not getting up there, but saying I would come up the next time.
So we are
okay?
going to try to get up there.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, it's October, I think, isn't it? She's going up there again?
Yeah. But anyway, I said, so Connie, let's get together this week. I'll buy you a dinner because I no showed on you. And she said, no, I'm out of town next week. I said,
wow.
What? She said, yeah, I'm appearing someplace on the East Coast.
Oh, wow.
And the kid is 3 years younger than I am. So that tells you how old she is. I won't tell you how old she is because I don't think it's appropriate.
her
But if you know how old
39.
I am.
That'll make her 39.
Oh, 39. Isn't that kind of tired? Don't you want to do a bump on that one, please?
Yeah, can't we do that? That's good.
Oh, gosh.
Got it for you. Just thought I'd throw it in there.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Larry.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
Welcome, Duke.
I'm glad that you like... I'm glad you like Palm Springs Weekend, and that's the history to it. And I had the pleasure of dating a beautiful girl during the shooting of that, Stephanie Powers.
During Palm Springs Weekend?
Yeah.
She was in that film, too, wasn't she?
Yeah, but I didn't date her. I took her to dinner, and the reason I clarify that I didn't date her
Yes.
is because I was married at the time, and she was a cast member, and she was up there alone. I said, hey, you want to go to dinner? And she said, yeah. So we did.
And it was filmed in Palm Springs, was it not, or was it?
Yeah, it was filmed in Palm Springs.
Do you remember where you went? What was the restaurant? What was it like, Palm Springs at that time?
The Riviera Hotel.
So it was Riviera, and did you go at the Riv for dinner somewhere, or did you go to some other place on the Strip?
We lived at the Riviera. So, we went to all those places that were so popular then, and the place was packed with kids. But I was up there, not recently, but maybe 5 years ago.
Yep.
And during that period, during the weekend when all the kids
go out spring break,
and it was quiet. I mean, I was so surprised.
Not like it used to be.
No, I said, where are all the kids having fun? And it wasn't like when I was there, because when I was there, it was crazy.
Is that place Zelda still out there? That club that's kind of like that 2-story club they have out there on the Strip?
I wasn't there 5 years ago. Are you listening to what I say?
I wonder if it was there.
Is it now?
I wonder if it's there, Duke.
Tuesday, if you want to hear him when he's really on top of his game, it's 4 o'clock.
I get tired after that show. I do such a good job on the Minetti show that I got to sort of get some rest here before I do the big show here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the PM show with the one and only true American icon, Mr. Robert Conrad. We got full lines here, but again, you can call 800-336-2225 and email us at the email address rconrad for Robert, the letter R, and then Conrad, CONRAD at CRNI.net for Conrad Robert Network Interactive.
And we need some new, I study all these, we need some new emails from some new folks. So come on, write to me. Let me talk to you. Yeah.